There are many front lines in Syria's war. Last night, Omran Daqneesh's home became one of them. Attacked from the skies, it collapsed upon him. Somehow he survived, but at what cost? His hair matted with the dust from his home, his face caked in his own blood. He's left alone in the ambulance. There's no one to hold his hand here, and at 5 years old he doesn't even cry. He just pats his little face and wipes the blood on the seat as he tries to work out what's happened. He isn't alone for long. The tragedy is that those who keep him company are just as young and equally traumatised. This part of eastern Aleppo is a stronghold of anti-Assad sentiment. And these airstrikes are viewed here as retribution because rebels broke through a government siege 10 days ago. An informant had warned that a jet had taken off from one of the Russian bases. 2 minutes later, there were 2 airstrikes. They were 2 of many over the past 48 hours. This footage was filmed for ITV News as one of Aleppo's hospitals dealt with the aftermath of another attack. The images are utterly awful. The sounds of children in agony are perhaps even more disturbing. We are told they were hit by shrapnel when a cluster bomb was dropped in the street close to where they live. 100,000 children are believed to live in the besieged city, but with no route in or out. It is impossible to independently verify how these injuries were caused. However, the agony they cause needs no verification. The desperation of medical staff is evident. That's why they want a ceasefire and the creation of a UN humanitarian corridor to get most of the injured out.
We don't want any aid. We don't want medical supplies. We want this bombing and chilling to stop. That's the only thing that's what we want.
These scenes are not unusual in Aleppo, and yet it is the silent injuries, the harm done to young minds, which will likely linger longer than the scars. What words can you whisper to your child to calm amid such trauma? Put yourselves in our place, this father says. These are kids. Don't you feel anything? Can't the world wake up? Where is your conscience? Our blood is pouring in the streets. Little Omran is the latest child to be held up as an example of Syria's plight. But perhaps the great tragedy is that there are many more, too dreadfully harmed for us to show.